Bodhitree Multimedia Limited. Introduction. The entertainment industry has the distinction of not only qualifying as a recession-proof sector but also as a sector with enormous growth potential. Irrespective of economic conditions, individuals will continue to pursue entertainment as a mode of relaxation. Therefore, companies operating in this industry both in India and abroad have created enormous wealth for investors over the long term. Many of these companies have grown from pygmies to giants. The next 5 years will see digital technologies increase their influence across the industry, leading to a sea change in consumer behavior across all segments. India's media consumption has grown at a CAGR of 9% between 2012 to 2018, almost 9 times that of USA and 2 times that of China. New avenues like OTT, over the top, has opened up a huge revenue potential for the sector. Among the global OTT players, a major growth driver is Netflix, which launched its global video on demand (SVOD) service in January 2016. Reports reveal that it has 104 million subscribers in 190 countries and the service supports 24 languages. Therefore, investors need to identify companies with enormous growth potential at early stages. Bodhitree Multimedia is one such company that is on the threshold of exponential growth. Promoted by Mautik, Tolia and Sukesh Motwani, both having over 20 years of experience in the media field, the company is planning to launch its IPO by the end of September 2020. The production house has produced more than 700 episodes of television and digital content till date. The shows have encompassed all genres: daily soap, romantic, dramas, horror, comedy, crime and lifestyle. For financial year 20, the company has reported robust performance with revenues placed at Rs 27.47 crores and net profit at Rs 3.66 crores, translating into an earnings per share of around 42.58 on the pre-issue capital. The shares are being offered at a very attractive price of Rs 95, which works out to a price multiple of only 2.23 against the average industry ratio of 15. What is encouraging is that the outlook for financial year 21 is promising.
The sector is a recession-proof sector. Can you please elaborate?
The sector that we are in, which is the entertainment sector, as food, shelter, clothing, the need for entertainment for human beings will always be there. And that is more so that we've seen during even the lockdown period, where people were at their homes and they needed entertainment more than anything else, which is why the sector has never been affected by recession. Also, the other factor is that it is also one of the cheapest forms of entertainment that is available to the masses. So in terms of being able to go out and spend a disposable income, it is better for them to be at home and watch television, or now watch OTT platforms where good content is available. And hence, because of that, this will always never be affected by recession.
Who would you consider your present competitors?
So the way our business is structured right now, we have multiple verticals. So one vertical is our general entertainment vertical, where we do Hindi daily soaps, among other things. And there are major competitors are companies like Balaji Telefilms. There are companies like Sashi Sumit Mittal Productions. These companies are in this space, and in the OTT sector, which is the web shows that we are producing, there are major competitors are companies like Excel Productions, which is owned by Farhan Akhtar, or Dharma Productions, which is owned by Karan Johar. So those people would be some of our competitors over there.
Who are your major clients?
Our major clients are Z, Sony, Star Network, as in Disney Hotstar, Disney Star Network, Viacom 18, which operates Colors. Those pretty much comprise of most of the major players in the industry, and they are all our clients.
What is the size of your market?
The size of our market would be about it would be in the region of about 10,000 crore plus right now, and that puts together all the entertainment industries across. So I'm talking about television, I'm talking about OTT primarily.
How do you see the market and your company over the next 5 years?
So this is exactly the right now is the inflection point when it comes to this industry. As you must be aware that India is the only country where television penetration is still increasing on a day-to-day basis, and television consumption is also increasing. But at the same time, over the last 2 years, OTT consumption or web consumption has also increased manifold with the emergence of technologies, with the emergence of 4G technologies and 5G technologies coming in. So one is also looking at a huge inflection in terms of a lot of consumption of content happening over the internet and happening over streaming, which again opens up a whole new avenue and a whole new market. So the business is supposed to expand exponentially over the next 5 years, and companies, and there is going to be a huge demand for content because of that, and that gives companies like us a extremely strategic positioning who already have an existing track record in the market in both the segments to be able to take advantage of this exponential growth and grow significantly. So our estimates would be the sector itself will expand about 5 times, and we also would want to grow in that direction.
How do you propose to reward your shareholders going forward?
The company, because we are expecting an exponential growth, in the company, given that the sector is going to go through that much of churn. The idea for shareholders would also be with the increasing turnover and the profitability as a result of that with the company. Obviously, the increase in the earnings per share will also be higher, and at the same time, this will also lead to higher dividends for shareholders coming in. So this is the right time for shareholders to come into the company because because of the entire inflection that one is looking at. We've obviously done all the hard work over the past 7 years that we have been in existence, and now is the time for shareholders to actually reap the benefits going forward.
What inspired you to enter this line of business?
I have always been in this industry ever since I was, ever since I started my career, ever since I was 18 years old. And I've always had this inherent need to tell stories to people. And that is how it, kind of came together. And after that, obviously, I've worked, I needed a certain kind of experience. I worked in all the major entertainment and media companies from Nimbus to UTV to Neosports, having had that kind of an experience. And after that, I decided to set up my own venture, which is Bodhitree Multimedia.
How would you like to highlight your achievements?
So we are as Bodhitree Multimedia, we are the only company which exists, which are working and successful in all the verticals when it comes to entertainment content. So we have a presence in the general entertainment sector, which is primarily daily soaps and with services broadcast. Clients like ZTV, Sony TV, Star Plus, clients like that. We also have a presence in OTT sector in a very big way. We are the only company which has been able to come up with 3 web shows in this year, which is an extremely significant achievement. Just recently, one of our web shows also came out. And we also and there again we are working with all the major clients which are there, from Woot to Netflix to all these other clients which exist. And at the same time, we also have a very heavy regional presence across India. So we are the only company which has been able to produce content in Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil, and Bengali. So we have a multi-language capability as well. So all these capabilities and skills we have developed and relationships we've developed over the last 7 years, and now is the time that we can actually have a model wherein we are able to capitalize on all these various market segments.
How do you look at the challenges?
The challenges are obviously manifold right now, especially to do with the pandemic-like situation which is there. The advantage is that the demand for content is actually increased during the pandemic because people are actually watching more entertainment content. The challenge is to be able to produce, because obviously, given the situation, it is with the operating procedures and all that, it is tough. but at least because we have a background in the industry, we have the experience, we have the skilled resources to do that, and we have the depth of talent that has worked with us, which is loyal to us, we are able to at least fulfill all the orders in a very good way.
What would you like to highlight about your team?
So the team has collectively, the team has a very good depth of experience and at the same time youth. So they are, most of them have more than a decade of experience when it comes to our core creative and our core operational finance team. They have all worked in all the major companies in this sector, which is why we have that depth of talent which is available, which helps us produce the volume of content that we have been able to produce over so many years, which is very difficult for any other company to do. And apart from that, there is also a lot of young talent that we've roped in over the last couple of years, who are also helping us come up with like fresher ideas. And we are kind of the symbiosis is very good, where it's to do with mentoring of young talent, but at the same time the experienced talent is able to kind of provide the context and the experience behind executing the orders that we have. So that way the combination is right to be able to grow in this industry and at the same time be relevant.
How would you like to define the secret of growth?
The secret of growth is extremely simple. It's to do with the fact that the creative ideation capability that we have, because we derive our content ideas and our content development from a lot of insights that we get from the market, and the collective experience that we kind of bring in, we are able to create very interesting entertainment products about it. And then the third thing is obviously the execution capability that we have, given our experience and our understanding, is obviously at a level that is much better than what a lot of our competitors are able to give, and on different budgets. So we are the only company which is able to deliver shows on all segments of the budgets are available for our clients in terms of what they are able to spend. And that kind of gives us a huge competitive edge, which none of our competitors can match.
Any other important point or highlight or story you may like to share?
I think the key is obviously the entertainment growth story, wherein we are sitting in a sector right now that is poised to grow explosively in the next 5 years. You already have OTT players like Amazon and Netflix who've come in, but this is just the beginning. There are multiple OTT. The entire contours of the industry is kind of going to get disrupted very soon, and there are going to be a lot more major players coming into the industry. The strategic advantage for companies like us is that we are already present with the content production capabilities and a proven established track record. So the market listing helps us be able to grow the company exponentially, because at this point of time, the sky is the limit. One can really move to a very significantly multiple X times turnover and profitability if one were to have that much of capital with one to be able to use the opportunities that exist right now. And that is honestly what the main focus is going to be for us in the coming year.
Again, have you any estimates in terms of turnover and profits for the current year FY21?
In FY21, a substantial turnover increase is what we are expecting this year.
What is the value of orders on hand in the current year, and what time frame are they likely to be executed?
The order book is fairly huge, what we are sitting